You have done this. You met someone good, someone who actually showed up, someone who made you feel something you were not expecting to feel, and the moment you felt it, something in you went quiet. Not because they did anything wrong, because they did everything right, and right felt dangerous. So you found a reason, or you got busy, or you just slowly stopped responding until the silence said what you could not. And they got the message. They always get the message. If that is you, if you have ever pushed away someone good and could not explain why, even to yourself, this video is going to finally explain it to you. This did not start with the last person you pushed away. It started long before that. At some point, maybe so long ago you barely remember it, you let someone in, fully, without the guard up, without calculating the exit. And it hurt. Not because love is supposed to hurt, but because that specific person or that specific situation showed you that being open costs something, that vulnerability is not always safe, that the people you let closest are the ones with the best aim when things go wrong, and your brain, the part of your brain that is wired to keep you safe, took note. It did not ask your permission. It did not wait for you to agree. It just quietly rewired the way you approach closeness. Get interested. Fine. Enjoy the early stages. Fine. But the moment it starts to feel real, the moment someone starts to actually see you, the moment you catch yourself genuinely caring about whether they stay, pull back, find the exit, get out before it costs you something again. And you have been following that instruction ever since, without even knowing it was an instruction. And this is what it looks like every single time. Someone shows genuine interest and something in you immediately starts looking for what is wrong with them. Not consciously, just a scan, a quiet search for the thing that makes them unsuitable, and you always find something. They text too much or not enough. They are too available. That must mean something is wrong with them. They laugh too loud. They have a habit that bothers you. Something small that on any other day with any other person would mean absolutely nothing. But it means everything right now. Because right now you need it to. And the timing, it is never the right time, is it? Too busy. Too much going on. Not in the right place in life. Not ready. You have been not ready for a very long time. And here's the thing that makes this so hard to see clearly. The reasons always feel real. Every single time the exit appears, it comes with a justification that sounds completely reasonable. To you, to the people you tell. But the person you left, if they could see the pattern across every exit you have ever taken, they would see what you cannot see from the inside. It was never about them. It was always about the moment it started to feel like something real. And here is what this is quietly doing to you. You are becoming very good at beginnings. The early part, the getting to know someone, the first conversations, the stage before it gets real. You are excellent at that. Warm, present, genuinely engaged. But the moment it moves past that stage, the moment someone starts to feel like a permanent presence rather than a possibility, the moment they start to see the parts of you that are not carefully managed, you become unavailable in one way or another. And so you exist in this specific loneliness that is hard to explain to people who have not felt it. Not the loneliness of having no one, the loneliness of having people everywhere and letting none of them close enough to actually reach you. The loneliness of being known by no one because you have made sure of it. And sometimes you wonder, not often, but sometimes, what it would feel like to just let someone stay. Without the exit plan, without the scan for flaws, without the carefully maintained distance that keeps you safe and keeps you alone at exactly the same time. You are not broken. You are not commitment phobic. You are not someone who is incapable of love. You are someone who learned at a specific moment in a specific situation that getting close costs something, and your brain has been protecting you from that cost ever since. The problem is not the protection. The protection made sense once. The problem is that the protection does not know the difference between the person who hurt you then and the person sitting in front of you now. It treats everyone like a threat, every close thing like a danger. Every person who gets too real like something to escape from. And you have been paying the price for that ever since. So here's the only thing I want to leave you with. The next time someone good gets close, and someone good will get close, notice the moment the reason appears. Notice how conveniently it arrives. Notice whether it is a real reason or a familiar exit wearing a new costume. You do not have to push through everything. You do not have to ignore real incompatibility. But you do have to start asking yourself honestly, is this a reason or is this a door? Because you have walked through a lot of doors, and on the other side of every single one of them was a person who would have stayed if you had let them. Pick up the phone, reply to the message. See what happens when you stay long enough to find out. If this video explains something you have been doing for years without understanding why, subscribe. Every week we get into the psychology behind the things you feel but cannot quite explain. I'll see you in the next one.